So what should you be putting into your success plan? So if we're getting rid of all of the stiff language and graphs and charts and all of that kind of stuff, these are the kind of things that you should be putting into your success plan. The first is your vision. What kind of business are you building? What do you want it to look and feel like in 1 year, 3 years, and 5 years? Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Thursday episode of the Design Dialogues podcast, and thank you so much for joining me. I hope you are having a great week. Now, one of the things when you start a business is you'll often hear people talk about a business plan and putting together a business plan. And I was having a really lovely chat the other day with an interior designer who is thinking about moving out on her own. And we were talking about if I thought it was worthwhile putting together a business plan. And I thought that I would share with you the same advice that I shared with this designer about why I think, yes, a business plan is important, but I think of it in a different way. I don't think of it as a business plan. I like to think of it as a success plan, because that's what we're actually trying to create. A business that's successful by your definition, not someone else's. So having a plan on how we're going to achieve that is so important. So many designers I know start to kind of feel a bit funny when you start talking about a business plan. They envision these big corporate-y style documents with lots of words and graphs and charts and all that kind of stuff. And then just not really that helpful. The traditional business plan often doesn't reflect how creative businesses actually work. And it doesn't involve, they don't always evolve as you do as well. As a business owner, you're going to pivot, grow, learn. And so a static plan written at the beginning of your journey as a business owner, I don't think it's going to make sense in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years later. So what is a success plan? A success plan is what I like to call a living, breathing document. You're not creating it to impress a bank manager or frame it for your office wall. You're really creating it for you. It is a tool to help you check in with your goals, measure what's working, get back on track when things feel wobbly, and define what success actually looks like for you. Because it's going to be different for everyone. Maybe success for you means 3 design projects a year and Fridays off. Maybe it's a team of 5, multiple revenue streams, and being booked out 6 months in advance. Both are valid, but your plan should reflect your vision, not a generic, this is how to run a successful interior design studio. So what should you be putting into your success plan? So if we're getting rid of all of the stiff language and graphs and charts and all of that kind of stuff, these are the kind of things that you should be putting into your success plan. The first is your vision. What kind of business are you building? What do you want it to look and feel like in 1 year, 3 years, and 5 years? Your numbers. What are your revenue goals, profit margins, pricing structure? Whatever feels meaningful and motivating to you, that's the thing that you should be tracking. Because if you don't track it, you're not going to do it. Your ideal projects. Who do you love working with? What kind of work lights you up? Your systems and support. What tools and processes are helping you now and what's missing? And what are your measures of success? This is a really big one. And so often I see designers kind of getting this a little bit wrong, where they think if my measure of success is not necessarily around financials, but it's around time with the kids or working 4 days a week, then they feel like they don't need to track it. But it is really important that you are measuring success. So think about how you are going to measure success in your business. Are you tracking your creative freedom? If that's what's really important to you, that you have clients who allow you to really express your creativity. Is it that success for you is time off? Are you actually having time off? Are you having quality time off? Is it profit? Is it client satisfaction? Knowing what you value helps you design a business that gives you more of it. Now, this document, it isn't set and forget. Your success plan should be something you come back to every 6 months or at any moment when you're feeling unsure or like you've drifted a bit. You can do it over coffee in a cafe. It doesn't need to be formal. It needs to feel like you. And the more it feels like you, the more likely you're going to use it. What does success look like for me in this season? That's the first question that I would ask if I was starting my success plan today, because that one question is going to help shape everything else. So, do you need a business plan? Not in the traditional sense, but you do need a success plan. Something that helps you make intentional choices, stay focused, and build a business that supports the life you actually want to live. And trust me, your future self, the one taking Fridays off or leading a thriving team, is going to thank you for it. All right, that's it for today. If this episode has you thinking about your own success plan, I'd love to hear what your version of success looks like. DM me or send me an email. Until next time, I'll see you for our next Design Dialogue. That's it for today's episode. I hope this gave you some fresh ideas and motivation to refine how you run your studio. But here's the thing, having the right strategies is one thing. Actually implementing them is another. And if you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or just unsure where to start, that's exactly what my Systems and Processes Health Check is for. It's a one-on-one deep dive into how your studio runs, pinpointing where things are working, where they're not, and giving you a clear roadmap to streamline your processes. And the thing is, my health check is different from other mentoring out there. We don't just talk, we put together clear, actionable items that I hold you accountable for, because I want to make sure that at the end of the health check, you see a real difference in your business. Imagine having a studio that runs smoothly, where you're in control, and where you can finally focus on the design work that you love. If that sounds like exactly what you need, head to the website to book in your health check today. Thanks for tuning in, and if you found this episode helpful, share it with a fellow designer who could use these insights too. See you for our next Design Dialogue.